Well, good morning. Good morning. Good morning, Sagittarius. Hello. Thank you guys so much for coming back to my channel. If you are new, hello, I am Yasmin. If you have not already, please like and subscribe. Sagittarius, on your way to work, on your commuting to work, going to school, dropping your kids off to school, doing your errands, I'm going to come on here today and give you your reading. We're going to start with some oracle cards here for you, and then we're going to get into the tarot. This is going to be a general reading, so we're going to see what's going to come out here for you. This is for Sagittarius. Let's see. Sagittarius, it says solution. Okay, I like this card, solution. And this is what it says. Whatever you've been going through, your guides and spirit are here to help you find a solution. You are not stuck. You are not trapped. You have the free will to redirect your situation into something new that makes you happy, safe, and healthy. Do not stress. You are being protected and guided to the right path. Ask your guides and spirit to show you what you need to see, whether it's in visions, dreams, meditation, prayers, so that you can utilize these signs to your benefit. It says this is only a phase. Your pain, your grief, fear, or anger is only temporary. Please have faith. So this is really good. I like the fact that throughout the whole paragraph, it literally says, you're not stuck. You're not trapped. Do not stress. Okay. And this energy is really good because no matter what you're experiencing, this is why it's a general. No matter what it is that you are going through, no matter what it is that you're experiencing, that card says that there's going to be a solution to that problem that you're having. Okay? We're going to go ahead and get one more because we got a lot to cover. This is for Sagittarius. Next one, money. You were one of the signs that I have done where I knew money was very, very weak. So you either have a very strong reading or you have weak readings when it comes down to your finances. And you were one of the signs that had a weak reading, meaning that multiple of people that I had read for, even doing general readings, the money was not great. Okay. So it says a solution to the money problems, but to any problem. But this is what it says though. Attention is needed on your finances. There's going to be new opportunities for growth and abundance that will be coming to you, or some of them are in front of you. Be mindful of your spending habits, plan for the future, okay? Money is energy like anything else, and how we use it, it works against us or for us. It says, get rid of the idea of lack, loss, and poverty. It says spirit wants to bless you with ultimate abundance by helping you so that you can help others. Now, this is an omen that others around you, that someone around you, this is crazy because I didn't even know that that was a part of this card. This is an omen that either you or someone around you are in need of more self-control. And then the last sentence on here says, amazing blessings are coming. You know, I never thought about other people, right? I mean, and I do. I talk about other people all the time. But if there's other people who are, in a sense, demanding more from you than what you can give, I'm talking about financially. It could be children, it could be a lover, it could be a parent, right? Sometimes even friends. And we're talking about excessive. Okay. So there's something here where someone is demanding something, or even if they need it, it's like, I don't know. So there's a dilemma between what you can afford and how you can help, and someone else's, security. I'll say it that way. Okay. So just make sure you guys think about that. And we're going to keep going. That was just, what you needed to know. Now we're going to go ahead and get to this little deck. I haven't done this deck in a couple of weeks. We want to see what's going to come out here for you, Sagittarius. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Sorry, I'm in a zone. When I in the morning time, I don't even pay attention to the chat like that because my brain is all over the place because it's so early. Good morning. Good morning. All right. So this is for Sagittarius. Let's see. Main things that Sagittarius need to know. All right. Got 2 cards that fell. That is crazy. This is a solution, y'all. This is a solution. Now, out of this whole deck, you guys should be jumping up for joy because whatever it is that you guys have been experiencing, I am being for real. I know how they talk to me. And so that's how I know something soon will be happening, right? It's not just about the solution. It's about something soon. So with this card, it literally says, first word, solution. Okay. It says insights, clarity, liberty, unlocking something. A door was closed. Opportunities weren't here. We even read that even with the solution card. Opportunities or something that was not here for you before is going to be here for you. It says, I'm trying to figure out how I can helpful information. So I think that's important because I never look at that. I never look at those words. So there could be something that's going to help you or be a catalyst in order for you to break out of whatever it is that you've been dealing with. Okay. So this is going to come in that's going to be the solution for some of you. Some type of information. Okay. Wow. Now the next one is the moon. Okay. The next one is the moon. Now here it says intuition. Now, why would that come out with this card? Because for some of you, not all of you, but for some of you, it's going to be needed. Because if we're saying that, here it is, you have problems, you have issues, and you're in a dilemma, you need to trust something. Sometimes some things that's not necessarily outside of yourself. So this is, you guys get readings and I say, oh, you're going to be fine. You're going to experience this though, right? You got some decisions to make. There's going to be something that's going to pop up where you're going to have to make a decision on X, Y, and Z. That's all I can tell you. And so here with the moon card is saying, then that's from that point on, you're going to have to grab that baton and make your own decision based on what? Your intuition, what's going to be best for you. The moon also talks about, it's like a nurturing energy, very like a need to feel like you are safe, because the moon is always considered to be the mother. Even in astrology, the moon is the mother. How you were cared for as a child, we can see that, right? Do you need affection? Do you need love and affection? And it will make sense if you've been going through money issues or trouble with something, with family, or feeling confused. This is something that's been missing out of your life. Maybe you haven't had any romance. It's been something like that. Okay, where now you can feel more like welcomed. Okay. Now the next card here, you had tracks. I love it. Because out of everything we read, if you got the solution to the problem, then now you can start to move forward. And when you see that word on there, forward movement. Finally, forward movement. And this is what you're going to be experiencing. Now we're going to get to the tarot. We're going to get to the tarot. We're going to clarify these cards. Sorry, I want to see that. I want to make sure you guys can see. The way that it looks for me is different. And I don't want it to be pushed too far back. Okay. Now let's go ahead. Let's clarify this solution. Whatever this solution is, it's going to show me. I said solution and the 3 of Cups came out. You even had the stuck energy here with the 8 of Swords. 3. First of all, I will tell you just based off of what I see, because I saw what tried to come out earlier. There's been, you know how sometimes you respond to life based off of, and I tell you guys this all the time. I tell y'all this all the time. What do I say? I say you make your decisions based on your self-esteem, right? And it's like some of you have been like chasing something, or you did. There's a cup that is empty, and you've been pouring into other empty cups. So here you are. And I'm not saying you have nothing to offer, but there's something clearly missing in you. And you've been trying to pour into something, a family member, a friend, a lover, whoever. You've been trying to make people comfortable, and you have been uncomfortable. You have to be fulfilled first. And you've been on this mission to satisfy other people's needs. And I will definitely say in a love relationship, that is most likely what has occurred. It has put you in an emotional deficit. Okay? In a mental deficit. There's been self-sabotaging here. Some of you drink too much. Some of you overly, excessively do something because of nervous habits. Some of you have the wrong friends. Some of you have family members, particularly sisters, or maybe sisters, maybe even some of your neighbors, because third house deal with that. I'm only going with the number with this one. It could be anybody. That needs, maybe those people need solutions to their problems, but they're putting it off on you. And I always say that you guys do too much. I do. But we're going to look at that card for what it really is. The three of Cups is a celebratory energy. Meaning the solution to a problem being stuck, not moving, got you all jacked up, right? The solution to a problem that's going to cause you to feel now you can celebrate. Okay? You have debts here. You have loans that need to be paid for. You have outstanding bills from 3 years ago that you haven't paid for. You have debt collectors calling your house. Some of you guys have medical bills that you have not been able to pay for. This is why I said you're in a deficit. Some of you guys are in a deficit, especially with the second house here, deficit. Not enough money coming in here for you. Let's get another one for the key. Ooh, there's 3 again. Now we know that this is not a coincidence, right? We know this is not a coincidence. Some of you are experiencing an extreme sense of loss. Now, this could be an actual loss. Someone who's not around. And you're trying to figure out how you can feel better. And I want to show you. You got this one and this one. These 2 cards came out. Okay. A great sense of loss here. And then you look at the key and it's like you're trying to figure out how you can feel better. How you can feel better about the fact that this person isn't here. They're no longer around. Okay. Again, loss could be an actual death, right? It could be people who aren't in your life, alive, well, and kicking, and they refuse to be a part of it. Okay. So for you, it's like you're trying to, your solution is, I'm suffering. I am suffering from a broken heart, and I'm trying to figure out how I can fix that, because it's causing some depression and sadness. Some of you guys, this is you more often than not. Okay. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. Okay. Isn't that amazing that spirit see that and say, I am going to find a solution to this problem that you're having. Okay. We're going to go ahead and get to the moon. We're going to get to the moon, y'all. Let's see. And I still owe y'all a 6-month reading. And the reason why I'm not saying when it's going to be is because every time I think I'm going to do it, then I get pulled in a different direction. So I'm not going to say it. Just make sure you guys have your notifications up for that. I did not forget you. But let's get to the moon. I haven't cared for you guys as much as I should over the past week and a half. That's why you guys came first today. Queen of Wands. Extremely intuitive. The battle is between you and Taurus, by the way. You and Taurus are the most spiritual sign I do. And I know they talk about Pisces. Yeah, that's all fine and good. But I promise you, even when I do Pisces reading, it never comes out this way. It doesn't even come out this way with them. It's funny because you guys are the spiritual sign. And it's like, every sign they come here with an assignment. And so usually for you, it really is about the spiritual psyche. Those are the areas in life that you're going to be dealing with. Psyche meaning mental health. 3, mental health, the mind. You get it? Psyche means my belief system, what I believe in. What do I believe in? One minute I believe in this, and the next minute I believe in that. I don't believe in this anymore. And so you lose your way. The moon is saying, I need to be nurtured spiritually, and I need to feel it. I need to know that I'm loved. I need to know that I'm cared for, because that is where our peace is coming from. And this Queen of Wands is saying that for a lot of you, you're manifesting things whether you know it or not. You're manifesting things. I don't like the fact that I see that some of you had some very cruel mothers. And I'm going to tell you, it's very disheartening, because you live in a bubble sometimes, because it depends on what you've experienced. That means that some of you guys have been safeguarded from the things I've experienced, right? You have no idea what it feels like to do this or to experience this, right? And then I'm the same way. So I will see certain signatures with people, and I'll say, dang, like a lot of people have been really experiencing parental issues, and some of it doesn't have anything to do with a mother being abusive. It's the fact that you grew up and you didn't have your mother, right? Your mother died a long time ago, so you didn't have a mom. Or it's like she was physically here and she might as well have been gone because she did everything to you to torment you, right? So it's a mother figure that it just shows up in your life that you are needing desperately. You need someone to guide you in a way. And this is why some of you guys have been attaching yourself to friends that were not necessarily the best. Okay. A lot of you are very witchy. And so now you're saying, I'm about to start gaining control over my life. I'm going to gain control over my life. So I'll do it for myself. You start manifesting, you guys get into the whole occult stuff, all of that. And again, remember, you can believe it today, then the next minute you won't believe it. This is the reason why I said your whole life, this is what you're going to be battling with in a way, because you need to make sure that whatever you believe in, that you can believe in it, that it does not disappoint you the way people in the physical have disappointed you. All right. But that card right there is all about spirituality. All about spirituality for you. Let's get another one. You've experienced many quote unquote deaths. Many of them. Oh. Childhood issues are coming out in this reading very deeply. Like I said, a lot of y'all here, and then some people that will watch this most likely may not, because I'm picking up on people's energy that's watching. A lot of y'all were definitely not cared for as a child properly. And again, like I said, it could come from the fact that someone passed away and they just weren't here, and that's what's missing. But it's also saying that hasn't happened. And now this could be something that your children is complaining about. Oops. And I don't want to go there, right? Because then it's like, don't talk about me. But I see this is all about an improvement, right? This is all about improving things that's happening with you and how you can be better. But you need to want to be better. Raising children is an issue for some of you, or feeling guilty about how you've raised your children or child. It's showing up in this reading. Because now it seems like in the back of your mind, you can't get over the things that you've done, or you can't get over the things that has happened or occurred to you. Because remember, past and psyche is all up in your reading. It's about the subconscious and things that you are not able to run away from. You've been trying to run away from something. Okay. I want to talk about your money because you guys already know I always wait till I get further into the reading. Your money will get better. Let's get to things that's a little bit more practical for right now. Your money will get better. There's a lot of fear surrounding your finances, and it may even in the future for a little bit still be a little rocky. You may still be at this place where you're not really quite sure how you're going to get out of situations. You know that you will, but you still are going to feel this uncertainty. That I can tell you. If we're talking about money, I can tell you that money is going to get better. Now, I'm not sure. For some of you, it looks like this could be, let's say you've done something in the past where you could be rewarded for something. And this could be at your job. So this is like a bonus or something like that, right? This could be money that you were supposed to get from your dead grandpa, right? You know, or great grandpa, or something. You get what I'm saying? It could be something like that. Okay. But money, as far as financially, I definitely see that money is going to get better. And some of you guys want to be doing something on the side. So you have talents. You have something that you're really, really good at, which I think we even mentioned this before. It always comes out. Even if it comes out in these cards, it's going to come out here and I see it. You're really, really good at something. Some of you guys, this was like a hairdressing place, right? You got people coming into a shop, or it's what else do you do? It's whatever it is that you do where people come in for your services. And clientele slowly building up. Okay. Your theme for today was 3. You had 3s everywhere. You had 3s everywhere. Everywhere. Okay. That's very interesting because you've been crying, you've been complaining to the universe about how you feel that you're not going anywhere. That's been your complaint. And some of you, even if you haven't prayed, which I doubt that very seriously. I doubt that very seriously that you haven't. But I'll say, even when you don't pray, this is when you're working. This is when you're around people. This is when someone is talking to you, when you're not even thinking about it. It is still there. You're always at the universe footstool, in a sense, asking to remove this situation. It is always in the back of your mind. And I would say mostly present because you always feel it. And so you're about to get freedom from this, because I keep seeing freedom. You're being unbound from a problem that has caused you, tons of heartache. Now it's interesting because now look at what hit the tracks. 10 of Wands. The burden. Now I love the way this is why it's hard for me to move away from this deck now. I got to get another one because you guys already know I can only use a deck about like 2 weeks in a row. Other than that, I just start getting bored with it. But I love this deck because it explains so perfectly how people usually feel about things. So the 10 of Wands is always considered to be something very heavy. But instead, what the creator of these cards did was, I always look at this and I think that this is a sense of panic, right? It's not, of course, like, yes, burdensome, but how is the person feeling about the burden? And what is happening on the outside? Yeah, there are people who could possibly help you or could have helped you that didn't help you. There are people who laughed at you and mocked you. And I'm talking about people who you actually care about, because you don't give a damn about people who you don't know. This is even a form of embarrassment to some degree. I should be where I'm supposed to be. Why am I still here? Why am I like, this is like needing help, right? Needing help in some way. Like, why is it always that I always feel that I'm needing help from something or somebody, or I need assistance, or I'm drowning? Like, it's like, why do I always feel like I'm going under? That's what this card is basically saying. This is why I love illustrations. This is almost like someone's being attacked. Why am I always being attacked? I don't understand. Like, why don't people like me? Like, why is it always an issue? I don't understand. So 10 of Wands only says burden. But when you have cards like this, it definitely illustrates how you're feeling under pressure. Now, because I can read the planets in cards, I also can tell that the burden came before it too. We already knew it was your money. So what's a part of the pressure? You not being able to go to the store freely, being able to pick up what you want, because now you're under pressure with the fact that you can't get two cans of corn for tonight, or you can't feed your kids, or you can't, pay for your kids' school fees without going into a deficit. Because remember, we talked about the deficit earlier, emotionally and spiritually and financially. You feel like you're drowning. Oh my God, what am I going to do? And even if you didn't have any children, I'm talking about people who are single still feel that way. You still have to attend to yourself. And some of you guys have to just, you're like, okay, all right, I'll pay for this bill 3 days late. Okay, let me push this to the side. That's what I'm saying. There's delays in a lot of things that you've been needing to do because you are very unsure of how it's going to affect you in some way or the other, which is what that 10 of Wands in this illustration is basically saying. Some of you guys have gotten to the point where, and I'm only saying this, I got to be careful. I'm only saying that, how sometimes life gets so rough, and I'm saying you've told me, you guys have said this shit. You didn't tell me, but I saw it, and then you got surprised that I saw it. Not you. I'm not saying you, Sagittarius in particular. I'm talking about people that I've read for, where you're like, I just don't want to be here. Oh no, we got to get a little bit tough on you. There are solutions here. You know how sometimes like the universe is actually like trying to help you? Like the universe is like putting that in your face, and it's like sometimes you miss it. Boom. And this is why I said you got to pay attention to the signs. You have to pay attention to the signs. It may not be this big grandiose display of help. It could be something small, because that's how it starts. Something very small that's going to grow into something very big. But you also don't want to be a victim. Okay? I definitely don't want you guys to be at this place where you are feeling like woe is me. Because there are definitely solutions in this reading. And you guys already know personally, when I do personal readings, I tell you, okay? 3 of Pentacles. Okay, all right. Now, if you're not working, you're going to have a job. Okay, 3 of Pentacles is probably one of the easiest cards to read, right? Money, job. Money, job. If there is, because the Justice card came out earlier, or tried to, if you're in litigation, and remember I talked about money from the past, so that was one thing that I didn't mention, money from the past, or money that is owed to you, money that's supposed to be given to you, and in litigation, you're supposed to be having something like that, right? And you're getting lawyers, and you're getting people to help you. You're getting people, baby, you're going to do something, because guess what came out? You got the Knight of Cups. So if we're lit, and this is an offering, job offer. Hello. If you are getting people to actually come in to help you, and there's another 3, by the way. Almost missed that. Why is it coming out so much in your reading? I said it about 5 minutes ago, right? 7 minutes ago. And I said, oh, all these threes are 3s. And then I said it again. And I said it again. And it ended off with a 3. 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. Everywhere. 3, 3. I want you guys to give me a second. Give me a second. Before you go, that means I'm supposed to tell you something in relation to that. And I have these on my phone, so I just had to grab it. House number 3 deals with, and it's interesting, because that's where the moon is. Okay? On this graph. And I'll show you. Okay? I don't know if you can see that, but the moon is there. They got all the other, the sun, you got Mercury, you got, you see what I'm saying? You guys may not be able to see it. But the moon is there, which is very interesting because moon came out. Literally, the moon came out. But this is what it says with 3. Our intellect, intelligence, the way that we gather and process information, our mind and community, education and communication, your to-do list, short travels and your siblings. That is going to be something that's going to be really major for you. That's what I just said. Right there. Okay. Short travels. Yes. I said that earlier. And I do feel like some of you guys will be doing that, especially if we're talking about relationships, because in this reading, it didn't tell me anything about relationships because that's not where they were trying to send you today. Do you have people in your reading? Yes. You got someone here that's going to be communicating with you that is definitely going to get you to think a lot, okay? Because they're telling you how they feel. They're telling you how they feel, okay? So that's also affecting the mind and the decisions that you're going to be making. You have people from your past, I'm talking about maybe from your college years, communicating with you because we're talking about school. Remember, it says early education, meaning people that you may have known since elementary school or people that you knew when you were in college or high school. Okay, you're going to be dealing with that. This is also technical skills. We just talked about that. I said it. This is something that you're going to be doing that you have the ability to do that can what? Create money. Some of you, it's hair. Some of you, it's music. Some of you guys, you like to write. It's whatever, right? Some of you guys are teachers. Teachers are totally in this. A lot of teachers here with this energy in particular because we're talking about education. But this is the goddess energy. 3, goddess. This is why I kept saying, why am I feeling this feminine energy heavily in your reading? Okay. And that is what I see. Now, I'm going to go ahead and end this reading with one oracle card for you. So you guys can go off with your day. Uh-oh. With some positivity. This is for Sagittarius. You got, I was literally just about to say, you guys always get more than one card. So on par. And then it had to leave off with this deep energy. All right. Difficult emotions. This is saying what you are feeling, by the way. Now, one first card here says mistakes. We kind of went over that earlier, right? About what you may have done in the past that you can't let go of, or things that you have not been able to accomplish. That's kind of a little bit with the mistake part. But it says also what someone has done to you, someone else's mistakes. Now you have to do what? Pick it up. We talked about that earlier. Remember, this card said it. And I was like, oh, I didn't even really think that anybody else, or was it this one? I was like, I didn't even really think that would be the truth, but it says, no, it says somebody else's issues that you have to pick up and deal with, right? It says, this is having an impact on you. And a lot of you guys are feeling bad about it. And it says, do not feel bad about this. This is all about your personal growth and evolution and what you can learn from it. Whether it's your own mistake, and a lot of y'all are going to be making it in love. We're not just talking about money. We're talking about in love, finances. We're talking about how you treat your children, how you treat other people, that type of thing. You're going to be feeling guilty about something or feeling like I should have done it a little bit differently. I should have done it differently. I wish I've done something differently. It's okay. This card literally says, value that you've done, do better, move on. Okay? Let go gracefully. Something about your past, which we said before, it says something in your life is calling you to let it go. Whatever has taken place in the past, it is time to move on, move forward, and letting go will make way for the new. Whether it is a person, a situation, an outdated thought or behavior pattern, which we already talked about, this card is here to assure you that new horizons are waiting for you. How did we say that you were feeling? We talked about it. We already knew that you were in your feelings because we saw the 5 of Cups. So remember, we saw the 5 of Cups that came out with the 3 of Swords. Oh, yeah. Oh, no, they got y'all. They got y'all pegged here. It's okay. I'm not going to read this because I know what it's saying. It's saying it's okay. It's saying difficult feelings are letting you know that, yes, something is wrong, but this is the kicker. The solution came out first thing in your reading. So if I had to pick every last one of you, you are going to have different issues. You're going to have different issues. You're going to say, yes, it's this. Yes, it's that. Yes, it's this. And it's saying that is the thing that's causing problems for you right now. That is the thing that's giving you challenges. But that is also the thing that I am going to create a solution for. This is what the universe is basically telling you. So stop feeling bad for feeling bad. Stop feeling bad like, oh, why am I crying? Or why am I always having issues? Remember, I told you before, some of you guys are like, I don't even want to be here. That's extreme how it's been. And so here it's like, oh, no, I'm going to give you solutions to those problems. You got to be, and I'm not even saying that you got to be patient, because according to this read, it's not even saying that you have to be patient. Usually I see that in your reading. I didn't even see that in your reading. But it's saying you do need to pay attention, though. Like, it's something that the universe is actually about to give to you, and you need to pay attention. This is what it was saying earlier. Okay? Sagittarius, I love you guys. And I'm sorry, I have been neglecting you a little bit, okay? Because I you know how like I get readings, I have to rearrange, but I'm going to do the 6 months. That means that you think this reading is long. That 6 month reading was literally 1 hour and 5 minutes for those other two sides that I usually do. So just make sure you guys like, but more than anything, hit the notification bell. You're going to see it. Okay. It won't be today. You will have another video that I've already done, but it won't be today. If it's tomorrow, that means that you guys will see it tomorrow in the afternoon, because those videos usually come out doing that type of reading comes later. Okay. You guys are settled into the house, that type of stuff, and then we'll do the reading. All right. I love you guys. If you guys are interested in a personal reading or a chart reading, all the information is down below. I don't think the chart information is down below, but either way, you guys, I'll let you know. Okay. Have a good day at work and at school, and I will see you guys later. Love you guys. Bye.